Here's our first prototype of the Herder ear tag. I unboxed this morning, got it put together, got it up and running. Seems to be working really well, and this is a huge accomplishment for us. This was just an idea a year ago in June 2018. So to have this in hand a year later and working the way that we want it to is a huge accomplishment and a real testament to our fantastic engineering team. So quick look at this physically. We have our solar panel here, printed circuit board, clear plastic enclosure. Sensors are orientated under here. So looking at a cow's ear, the cow's ear would slide into this portion here. It would be held in place with these standard ear tag buttons. So this is standard equipment. A rancher would have this type of attachment already on hand or readily available, and they use standard pliers for attachment as well. So they would have that equipment and tools on hand. This would be passing through these portions of the tag. This part goes to the cow's ear and held in place with this piece. One thing to keep in mind about this prototype is that this is as large as it will ever be. Right now it has the footprint of a credit card, but this circuit board is optimized for testing. So it's test points built into it, etc. And we're also using commercial off-the-shelf integrated circuits that are not optimized for size or cost. So this will only get smaller and cheaper in future iterations. Here we have our demonstration base station. So one thing to keep in mind is that we're not using Wi-Fi, we're not using 3G for our tag to communicate. We have our own network here that the tag is riding on, being provided by this base station. Now this has pretty much the same functionality as what we would field. The difference is that what we would field would be solar powered. This is powered by USB to my laptop. So here we've got our very simple demonstration GUI. You see our connection status, GPS coordinates. Last update was 349. Right now it is 354. Time for an update. And then we've got our heart rate, temperature, and activity. We're not getting a heart rate reading, not a surprise. It's sitting on a table. I would be worried if the table had a heart rate. Temperature, 105. It's pretty warm. It's, sitting looking at a piece of black plastic out in the central Texas sun. Not a surprise there. And then activity, you can see some activity movements. I've been moving the tag around as I've been playing around with it today. So we're going to go ahead and update the data. And while we're waiting for that to update, we can go into here to map view. Now, one of our big selling points was being able to show people where on earth their cows or herd were, in this case where I am, and we have our lat and long here, and then we can just go in here and zoom in a little bit. Get closer, closer, there we are. In reality, I'm about right here, showing that I'm about right there. So we're 12 to 15 feet off, which is completely normal for civilian GPS. Let's go back to our dashboard. Look at that, we just had an update. We're now at 355. And like I said, I've been moving the tag around a little bit, so we're getting some nice updates there. Looks like the blazing heat has stabilized a little bit, so it's a good sign. Seems to be working really well. We're going to be showing it off at a showcase tomorrow up in Austin for Mass Challenge, and hoping it works as well then as it does now. So wish me luck.